Let's start with the first section. I'll show you first, then walk you through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to start by playing the open 4th string. Then move to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And back to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then you'll play the 1st fret of the 1st string, the open 1st string, and then you'll finish by going back to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and ending on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So altogether, that's Once you've got that, we'll play the second section. Again, I'll play it first and then walk you through it. So you're going to start with your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Then move to the open 3rd string. Then the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with your 3rd finger. And finally, the open 1st string. And that's the first half. So together, those first 2 sections are going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the first half. If you'll notice, the second 2 sections follow a very similar pattern as the first 2 sections, with which strings they play and their timing. The 3rd section isn't too tough because it's mostly open strings. I'll play it for you first and then show you how to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to start with the open 5th string. Then go to the open 3rd string. Then to the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then back to the open 3rd string. From there, go to the open 1st string. Then to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with your 3rd finger. Then to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And then end on the open 3rd string. So very similar pattern to the first section. So altogether, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, on to the last section. I'll play it for you, and then we'll go through it. So start with your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 5th string. Then third finger on the third fret of the fourth string. Then here's our weird fingering I mentioned earlier. You're going to use your pinky for the third fret of the third string, because it makes it easier to move from one note to the next note using the pinky instead for this one. Then you'll play the first fret of the second string with your first finger, and then end on the third fret of the second string with your third finger. So all together, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. That's all 4 sections. So start by learning each section individually, and when you can play them all comfortably on their own, put it all together and play the whole thing. And here's one final example of it all together that you can play along with when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.